So this is much more easier. Why is it easier? Because we are using our six sense basis. And it's much more easy compared to five aggregate. Because five aggregate, sometimes the perception is a little bit difficult to understand. But this six sense base, six sense internal, external is actually easy. We are using them all the time. So here, different term. Ayatana is basis. Dhatu is elements. Okay, so basis and elements. So you got six internal, six external, and then you got the six consciousness. So actually in Sutta, they sometimes mention 12, sometimes they mention 18. So this is the best to contemplate. It's actually easier than the five aggregates. Because without the eye, we will not see the world. We are using the eye and ear to see the world all the time. So we got nose. So when we are eating, we are using the nose and tongue when we are eating. So we are using the body. When you are sitting, walking, and so on, you are using the body. Of course, the mind, we use the mind. Without the mind, our lupa is useless. Now, there will be corresponding aggregates, corresponding consciousness. So you also write down eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness, body consciousness, and this one will be other consciousness. Okay. So sometimes I leave it blank so for you all to do some homework lah. Because if not, I'm thinking I'm the one talk, and you are just sit down and looking at me. So just fill in the blank yourself. Okay, eye consciousness and so on. So the rest you all write yourself. Okay, if you want to match, you all should write down according to Abhidhamma. There's two eye, two ear, two nose, two tongue, two body, and how many is remaining consciousness. You all should write down according to Abhidhamma. Okay, now we go for the text. Okay, for those never read, Chuan, you can read number 1. Yes.
Okay, good evening.
Okay, yes.
Good evening, Saji.
Yes, yes.
Number 1, the bases are the 12 bases. That is to say, the eye base, visible database, ear base, sound base, nose base, odor base, tongue base, flavor base, body base, tangible database, mind base, mental database. And
Okay.
these various states, okay.
Okay,
Thank
yeah,
you.
continue, yes.
Okay, and these various states of consciousness and its concomitants dwell in the eye, etc., because they exist in dependence on them. So the eye, etc., are their place of abode, and they frequent the eye, etc., because they have them respectively as their support and as their object. So the eye, etc., are their store, and the eye, etc., are their meeting place because they meet together in one or other of them. Using them as physical basis, door and object, and the eye, etc., are the locality of their birth because they arise just there. Having them as their respective supports and objects, and the eye, etc., are the reason because they are absent when the eye, etc., are absent.
Okay, thank you. All right. So, sometimes, like just now, you say you got the sound. So here it is use the visible data for visible object. Another one is odor for the smell. Can put also if you want. So another favor. All right. So anyway, you got 1, you got internal 6, external 6. So if you find 5 aggregates are difficult to practice, so this 12 ayatana will be easier. So if you find you don't understand 5 aggregates, so might as well focus on this one. So that's why I want to explain this by today, because after you listen 5 aggregate, you think it's so difficult. All right, so might as well we focus on this one. So you got this 6, 6, 12, and this is the I are the place, support, and also meeting place and birth and reason. So all these are some information. And number 7 also. Okay. So for these reasons too, these things are called bases in the sense of place of abode, store, meeting place, locality of birth, and reason. Consequently, in a sense already stated, it is an I, and there is a base, thus is the I base. They are mental data, and those are the base, thus they are the mental database. Okay. So you have the place here. Now, when we say this one, sometimes we call it base. So that's another way. Sometimes we call it door. In Abhidhamma, we call it dwara. Okay. So sometimes we call it 6 door or 6 base, 6 door. Sometimes like just now you say another one we can call it meeting place, but we don't call it meeting place locality. And there's I and as other reason because there is because when there is when the I are reason. Okay. Sometimes we can use another reason. Reason means the cause. In a way, it's a cause because if there's no I, there's no I consciousness. This means that if your retina got something wrong, your I consciousness will not arise. So that's a main thing in contemplation or in our practice or in our daily life. If there's no good I, there's definitely you cannot see anything. So it's a door. The door means in Abhidhamma is for the object to come in, right? Okay, now let's continue. I think this chapter is easier to understand. All right. Sister Chai, you can read this one. 9 and 10.
Okay, thank you. As to just so much as just so many. What is meant is this, the I, etc. are mental data too. That being so, why is chalk basis said instead of simply mental database? It is for the sake of defining door come object for the arising of the 6 consciousness groups. And here they are stated as chalk since this is how they are classed when so defined. For only the I base is the door of arising, and only the visible data base is the object of the consciousness group comprised in a cognitive series containing I consciousness, likewise the others for the others. But only one part of the mind base, in other words, the life continuum mind, is the door of arising, and only the mental database not common to all is the object of the 6 consciousness group. So they are called the 12 because they define door come object for the arising of the 6 consciousness groups. This is how the exposition should be known here as to just so much.
Okay. So thank you. So like just now, like 5 aggregate, why is it 5 aggregates? As mentioned earlier on. So here, why is it only 6? Because main thing is this, so when there's a many text, so we need to highlight. So the best one is door come object. So that's the most important one. Now, so mention here, internal base is called door. External base is called object. Right. So you have the door and object. So it's one pair. So you got 6 door and 6 object. So you got 12. Because of door and object, you got the consciousness. And consciousness exists in the cognitive process, like I mentioned just now. So you got 6 door, 6 object, 6 consciousness. This is another one. Door of arising. Okay. This door come object. Okay, now 11 about order arising, order teaching. Okay, next verse. 11. Now Vera, you can read 11.
Okay, Seiji. As to order, here too from among order of arising, etc., mentioned above, only order of teaching is appropriate. For the eye is taught first among the internal bases, since it is obvious, because it has as its objective view what is visible with resistance. See last triad, Dhammasangani 2. After that, the eye base and etc., which have as their objective views what is invisible with resistance. Or alternatively, the eye base and the ear base are taught first among the internal bases because of their great helpfulness as respective causes for the incomparable of seeing and the incomparable of hearing. Next, the tree beginning with the nose base and the mind base is taught last because it has as its result the objective views of the other five. But among the external bases, the visible database and etc. are taught each one next to its corresponding internal base because they are the respective resorts of the eye base and so on.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
So,
you.
thank you. There's one word here, resistant. What's the meaning of resistant? Resistant actually another word is patika. So we can say it's a kind of like contact or impact. Like when you see something, the visible object impact with the eye. All right. Now the first one is teaching here is order of teaching. Order of teaching means in terms of sutta. Now in terms of sutta, eye is taught first. Because why? The reason is eye is obvious. Because you can see your eye is eye seeing something is very obvious, and also visible object is also obvious. Like you see a dog, you see a cat, you see a flower. All these are very obvious. That's the meaning here. And after that, the ear base. Now another point: eye base and ear base are taught first because of their great helpfulness. What's the meaning of great helpfulness? Means that, for example, now you use your eye, you use your ear to listen to Dhamma. So that's why it's helpful for you to get progress in meditation, to learn the Dhamma or to get some Dhamma knowledge. So that's the meaning of great helpfulness. Now after that, the nose base. And my base is the last. Why? Because we can see, let's say in Abhidhamma, you got 2 eye, 2 ear, 2 eye, 2 ear, 2 nose, 2 tongue, 2 body. And how about the others? So 89 you minus 10. So you got 79. So that's why the mind is taught last, because many things are put inside this category. Even like Dhamma. There are many things inside the Dhamma. Okay, Dhamma is a big category here. So others is just like eye to visible object, 1 ear to sound. So all these are 1-to-1. So the rest, the last one will be a big category. Okay, so that's the meaning there. Okay. So 12, furthermore, their order may be understood as that in which the reasons for consciousness arising are defined. And it is said Due to I and to visible object, I consciousness arises. Due to mind and mental object, mind consciousness arises. This means that from this point, we look at the consciousness arising. Because in many sutta is written this way. It's written this way. I and visible object, I consciousness arise, then nose, then ear, then nose, other consciousness arises. So that's the meaning. That this is how the exposition should be known here as to order. Okay, now this one is same here. Now this part is trying to see which is nama, this is lupa. It's a little bit abhidhamma here, but it's should be easy to follow. Okay, next person. Brother Lim. 13, yes.
13. Wow.
Yes.
In brief and in detail. In brief, the 12 bases are simply mentality, materiality, nama, rupa. Because the mind base and one part of the mental database are included in mentality, nama, and the rest of the bases in materiality, rupa.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
thank you. Now this just try to see which is lupa and which is nama. So make a column like this. So okay, now which one is under the? Of course, eye, ear, nose, tongue, body. All these are under the lupa. So you all should just write yourself. And then the sight, sound, smell, taste, tangible object, and this one. And which one is nama? So one part of the mental data. So this one. So this is under rupa, also under nama. And the mind is under, of course, nama. I mean, it just try to see which is nama rupa according to this statement. All right. So it's easy. So these are under, this means that 5 sense base and 5 sense object under rupa. And then the dhamma is under rupa and nama. Okay, now 15. This is actually a little bit interesting to read also. Brother Ko, are you here?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
As to how to be
Wait.
seen.
Which one is reading now? 2%. Oh, okay. Ho, you want to read or Brother Ko? Okay, never mind. Sister Ho read first, then Brother Ko read. Yes. Okay, yes.
As to how to be seen, here all form spaces should be regarded as having no provenance and no destination, for they do not come from anywhere prior to their base, nor do they go anywhere after their fall. On the contrary, before their race, they had no individual essence, and after their fall, their individual essence are completely dissolved, and they occurred without mastery, being accessible over them, since they exist in dependence on condition and in between the past and the future. Hence, they should be regarded as having no provenance and no destination.
Okay, thank you. So this just say that is they arise at this moment and they fall away at this the next moment, right? Because they exist depend on condition. That's a key point. That's mean that due to some condition they arise. Now, even though we say like I base, when we talk about eye base, it's not talk about just retina. We're talking about the kalapa, the unit matter inside the eye. So it just exists one moment or according to the 17 top moment. So after that they will disappear. So that's the reason here, or that's how they explain here. So next one, brother Ko. Okay,
Okay. Likewise, they should be regarded as incurious and uninterested, for it does not occur to the eye and the visible datum, etc. That consciousness might arise from our concurrence. And as though physical basis and object, they have no curiosity about or interest in arousing consciousness. On the contrary, it is the absolute rule that the eye consciousness, etc., come into being with the union of eye with visible datum, and so on. So they should be regarded as incurious and uninterested.
Okay, thank you. All right. Now, what do you think, Brother Ko? What is this incurious and uninterested?
I think is an indication that they are just doing their job. That means they do not have any other interest in it except to just to perform their function.
Yeah, all right. So they just do their job because of the reason is due to condition, all right? When the eye sees something, so eye consciousness arise. So it just do the function of seeing. Then after that, it no more. So it will not thinking about this and that. It will not have any other interest. That's mean they're curious. It will not be so like busybody and whatever. So you just do its function and then the information pass to next chitta and that's all. That's the meaning here. Okay, so we managed to finish it today. So anyway, so compared to five aggregates, this is actually easier to meditate. So if you find you cannot understand five aggregates and you find it's very difficult, so it's okay. Not all the sutta talk about five aggregates. Some sutta talk about five aggregates, some sutta talk about six sense bases. For example, in the Samyutta Nikaya, the connected discourse, you can look at it. So I just show you the Pali. So there are one category, one portion, how I call it. One section is called Khanda, about five aggregates. So another one, next section is about Salayatana, six sense bases. Okay. So you can see many discourse about six sense bases. So it's actually easier because you can practice this not only in walking, sitting, even when you are lying down or when you see somebody or you talk with somebody. So it's something that you can apply anytime. And you just need to know due to the door or reason, due to the object, then the appropriate or corresponding consciousness will arise. And after that, they arise, there's a reason of consciousness arise because due to the contact of the door and then the side. Okay. So, and especially the eye and ear are great helpfulness to us. Okay. And then all these arise depend on condition. So this one will be easier to learn. So I was just preparing this chapter. So it will be easier to explain compared to the five aggregates. Anyway, we just look back at the five aggregates since we have time.
Sorry, G.
Yes.
a question. On top of the page, you have written for the Dharma is 79 consciousness, right? So on the 13.5, is it 13.5? In brief and in detail,
Yeah.
the Dharma here is still 89 minus 10, 79 is a Nama. Then Rupa is which one?
What? Sorry, can you repeat your question? Sorry.
This one, the Dharma, under the column Dharma, you write
Yes,
Rupa
yes.
and Nama. Got
Uh-huh.
Rupa and materiality and mentality, is it?
Yes.
So the 79 is 89 minus the 10 above the I, which and the object, until the body and tangible is 10. So 89 minus 10 still the same 79 for the Nama. Rupa, which one?
Lupa.
Ah,
Okay,
you write here
lupa. Oh, you
Rupa.
mean this lupa? You're talking about this lupa, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you got eye, ear, nose. Okay, you got 28 lupa. So 28 lupas, you minus this one. How much remaining?
Oh, we use the
28
minus
28 minus how
the
many?
10.
1, 2, 3, 4. So you minus 10. So you got 18, right? Yeah.
Oh, that's all.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So if Nama, we are talking about all the 89
89 minus 10.
chitta, if you are in
Chitta,
chitta,
yeah.
right? So here will be, you will have what?
39.
Chetasika. You will have chetasika, right?
And
Here, there's no consciousness mentioned here. So then the rest will be under the, no, not 79, it's all the 89 chitta. Under the Nama.
and then the above one you write for the consciousness is 89 minus 10, 79. The first.
Oh, that is because we have taken away
So
the
is it the same?
consciousness.
The same thing?
No, it's different categories,
Yeah,
different way
okay.
of seeing. So this one is because the eye, there's two consciousness. So you need to put two for the eye, ear, nose, tongue, body. So after you put these two, so you got 79. How you get 79? It's the 89 minus 10. So you got 79. So this is another way of calculation.
Oh,
Okay.
Thank you, Seiji.
All right. Okay. So we just quick review on the 5 aggregates on the first, the one I sent to you all before. Okay. Now, so far we know that Vipassana, we also know Abhidhamma. So Abhidhamma give you lots of facts. Vipassana talk about how you apply, like just now, how you see in walking, in sitting, and so on. There's a Vipassana. But you still need to base on some Abhidhamma facts, right? So main thing is when you see 5 grades, materiality means it's being transformed. Feeling is being experienced. Like we experience good feeling, bad feeling. Like when you feel cold, actually it's a feeling because the mind experience the coldness. Perception is more on perceiving. It's kind of like we call it marking in the mind or memory or labeling. Formation, there are many, 50. So because of this is sometimes don't know how to meditate because there are 50 of them. So we just meditate which one is easier. The easier one will be like effort, like intention want to walk, intention want to sit, or effort want to see, want to walk, and so on. So consciousness are a lot. So we have 3 kinds of knowing. So you have perception, you have this one, and you have the consciousness and panya, the wisdom. Okay. Then okay, I think we roughly go through the point already. Okay, I think we can stop. Any last question? Any last question? Okay, now we just do the sharing minutes. Okay, can we invite somebody to share? I'm very tired also. Okay, so let's see, Vera. Okay, Vera, you lead. Today actually I managed to cut my finger, so my typing also a little bit difficult today. Okay, Vira, you can start.
Okay, thank you, Seiji.
Mm.
Start from where? Oh,
This one,
top one,
sharing
is it?
merits. Yes.
Sharing of merits with all beings. Imano punya bagam sabha satanam dema. Imano punya bagam sabha satanam dema. Imano punya bagam sabha satanam dema. We share this merit with all sentient beings. May they obtain these merits and be well and happy. Sharing of merits to the departed ones. Idam no nyatinang hotu sukita hontunya tayo. Idam no nyatinang hotu sukita hontunya tayo. Idam no nyatinang hotu sukita hontunya tayo. Let this merit go to our relatives. May our relatives be happy. Sharing the merits with devas. Akasata Chapummata Devanaga Mahidika Punyang Tang Anumoditwa Chirang Rakantu Sasanam. May all beings inhabiting space and earth, devas and nagas, almighty powers, having rejoiced these merits, long protect the dispensation of the Buddha. Akasata Chabummata Devanaga Mahidika Punyang Tang Anumoditwa Chirang Rakantu Desanam. May all beings inhabiting space and earth, devas and nagas, almighty powers, having rejoiced these merits, long protect the teaching of the Buddha. Akasata Chapummata Devanaga Mahidika Punyang Tang Anumoditwa Chirang Rakantu Mam Paranti. May all beings inhabiting space and earth, devas and nagas, almighty powers, having rejoiced these merits, long protect me and others. Blessing. Arurarogya sampati saga sampati miwacha atto nibbana sampati iminate samijatu. Longevity, good health, a rebirth in the heaven, and the attainment of nibbana. May you achieve this by this merit. Blessing to the world. Devo vasatu kalena sasa sampati hotu cha pito bhavatu loko cha raja bhavatu damiko. May the rain fall at suitable times. May the crop be abundant. May the world be prosperous. May the king be righteous. Imina punya kamina mame bala samagamo satam samagamo hotu yava nibbana patiya. By this merit that I have acquired, may I never meet foolish person. May I meet wise and virtuous person until I attain nibbana, ultimate peace and happiness. Buddha sasanang chirang titatu. Buddha sasanang chirang titatu. Buddha sasanang chirang titatu. May the Buddha's dispensation teaching last long in the world. Sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Seiji.
Right. Okay, so if you all got questions, so we can continue next week. Because the 12 bases and 18 elements, they are quite similar. I mean, they are connected to each other, so it's easier to practice and easier to explain. Okay, so see you all. And if those are free, can join me on meditation tomorrow. Okay, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Seiji.
Thank you, Sayaji.
We all be well.
Thank you,
Good night.
Sayaji.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank
Good
you,
night.
Saji.